these spirits are heavy. Look, I've got to my crown. I finally got the crown. You see? See my crown? Not that I need one. Got to my arm rings. My neck rings. You know, I was crowned very young. Doesn't matter. I'm only here to read poetry, but who'll give up a story on me? We always bring stories, because, you know, I got a lot of them.
Oh, yes.
Spooky stories. We come with the spooky stories. I'll take my fucking time. Spirits have been very heavy this week. Oh, how heavy they are. Very heavy spirits. Nothing bad. They're just heavy, you know. For someone like me, anyway. The spirits I deal with. I believe they'll break a man. I watch people they want to carry my cross, let's put it. Ethereal crosses. Trash. Don't want it. Don't like it. Anyway, let's try again. I'm very happy I got good feedback on the random interpretation. Me letting you see me. You know, again, you have to see my crown. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. I love my crown. Anywho. You know, you can't break someone's legs for an honest opinion sometime. You can't trust anything, can you? To have a friend in these days is better than gold. It's better than anything, I suppose. You know, who needs a lover? You could have both at once. Well. But, oftentimes you find an enemy in such things, masking as you know, this is old stuff. You would think after thousands of years people would learn new tricks, you know. In my opinion, if you want to hurt someone, you want to take their crown, you should just do it right in front of their face, you know, like, it's super easy. All this other wishy-wash leaves a lot of room for magic. spirits, real fucking spirits. You know, I'm sure a lot of people, my Russian community, I'm sure y'all understand that better than these white Americans that pretend to be so smart. Yeah, okay. I know kettle black type energy, but not really. You know, let me tell you something. I've written a poem. I writ in true Gnosticism. The first part is last. So, let me read you a poem. It's called Notes to the Dead. You'll spend the rest of your death making up your life for how you didn't believe in me. For we only are alive once we are dead and can therefore do better works. Do you understand? Do you fucking understand? Doesn't matter if you do. Think about it. Yes, that's the whole fucking point. Of course you don't understand. Some people do. And they just can't help themselves, can they? They call it poking the bear. You poke and you poke. Here's another story. I remember this day, me and my older sister, full-blood sister, whom I would like to be the queen. Only I don't really think she's earned that in spirit world. And here I am. Hi, baby. There's my girl. There was this day. We were walking along a canal in the woods. Just me and her. What's that canal called? It's a big canal. It goes right through Louisiana. I don't remember. Intercoastal. Yes, it's the Intercoastal Canal. Very big. So we were living in this trailer park at that time after my mom was the whore of the century and, you know, my father left her. So we're walking along this canal in the woods, right on the edge. And there's this is going to sound quite unbelievable. This snake that was sleeping beside the canal. It was like this big around. It was like a sea serpent. It wasn't long as it was wide. It might have only been 5-6 feet, which is pretty big for a snake. But this was something like I've never seen. It was pure black. It was so big. And it was sleeping. The snake was sleeping. And my sister walks up to it. She walks up with not even a long stick. It was like a yardstick. It wasn't big at all. There was no stopping her from poking that snake. I was like, oh, I don't even know. See, I might have been 8 years old, so she was like 12 or something, 11, 12. And she just walks right up to that snake. I was like, what are you doing? I was like 20 feet away. And she just disturbs the snake's sleep. She heard it. She heard the snake. She jabbed the fucking snake. To my surprise, really, it retreated and just went right into the water that it was so close to. It didn't attack her. And we both just ran. We were like, ah! We just ran away. But I'll never forget that. Like her antagonism to disturb a sleeping freak of nature snake. I mean, I believe in such things. They're rare. Who the fuck with a 3-foot stick would poke the snake? It was interesting enough just to see it, but to go and poke it, I don't think she gave one fuck about getting bit. I'm glad she didn't. It was truly terrifying. 2 little girls alone in the woods. His sister decides to poke a sleeping giant serpent. It was pretty incredible. I mean, that was, you know, until Sasquatch was screaming outside my window. That was scarier than a ghost. Anyway, there's a story. I really can't even imagine what the hell anyone would have to say to anything I just said. Should I read it? Should I read it? You know. I mean, that was... I've said my part. Should I read my poem again? Let's read the poem again, because this is the whole fucking point. Look at my handwriting. This is called, spirit writing. Let me see. You'll spend the rest of your death making up your life for how you didn't believe in me. For we only are alive once we are dead, and can therefore do better works. Do you understand? Do you understand? So simple. And simply stated and beautifully true. It's not my fault that people don't study proper poetry or understand that, you know, that is a obvious gift I have. You could undermine it all you want, but, you know, I don't spend my life studying other people like they do me. I like my bunny. She's so brave for a 7-pound rabbit. She will go to Valhalla with me. She is so brave. She has executed pure devotion, loyalty, and fearlessness like I've never seen a man do. She is braver than even I am. She must be. She's so small and tiny. Of course she's braver than me. And she stands by me. She's so beautiful and loyal. I truly couldn't ask for any better gift in this life. She really deserves her praise. You know, integrity speaks louder than anything, doesn't it? Integrity. There's a lot of words people have lost as the white man has conquered. You know what those words are? Bet you don't. You'll act like you do, even if I tell you, you don't know what they mean. Virtue, dignity, honor. These are words, Asian people live by, which is why their culture's fucking winning right now, isn't it? Forget about Valhalla and finding meaning in death. Yeah, those cultural ideas are quite different when you put it that way. Let's talk about death. Virtuous death. I heard something simply put earlier I thought was really beautiful and funny. He said, "Oh, you Vikings, you come out of the womb and all you think about is how you're gonna die." And it's so true and simply put and beautiful, and it speaks for itself. It's just, it's a joke in its own right. It really is supposed to be funny. But those are my favorite jokes. That's why people never know when I'm fucking joking too, is because they can't fucking tell the difference between, I guess it's a bit nihilistic, isn't it? Because, those types of morbid facts, shout out to morbid facts, dude. Not to use that as a reference, but we all have morbid facts, don't we? That's a morbid fucking fact. And I love it because it separates. You could put this different ways. As a Christian would put it, the wheats from the tares. I really never understood that. I've tried to understand it. And it's not that I'm fucking stupid, it's stupid. If something doesn't make fucking sense, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm not going to give context to Christianity for saving a soul, and if it's going to make it complicated to help anyone in trouble. Like if you're suffering, you'll know when you fucking know. You'll fucking know, and if you don't know, you deserve to suffer some fucking more. I've suffered enough. My bunny has suffered. I'm sure anyone resonating with this has fucking suffered. Are you kidding me? And I'm not being religiously bashing. I'm not trying to be. It's just like, let me throw Christianity a bone here. If you seek, you'll fucking find. That's simply put. It makes fucking sense, and it's true. Whatever you fucking seek, you'll find. Fine. Whatever. That doesn't mean you could handle it. This is what I like to say. Don't ask a fucking question you can't handle the answer to. This is a moral standard for me. There's a couple things in this stupid world that I damn right understand personally that I don't, if it comes up in my little head and I'm like, You know what? I'd rather not know. I acknowledge that and I fucking back the fuck off. You don't go poke the bear. Especially if it'll kill you or trivialize your weak understanding of existence. You know, like if you don't even fucking really know, if you don't do magic, if you don't test every fucking thing, if you don't dibble dabble in it all and you don't really fucking know, you can't, you don't get to judge. You just don't have enough understanding. In fact, if you're one-sided on any direction, in my mind, it makes you fucking weak and crippled. You're scared. You're fucking terrified of you don't even know what it is. I'll tell you what it is. You know what you're scared of? Dying. You're scared of having to kill what you thought was you to reach the next level of understanding. Because it's not going to end there, honey. I mean, this is one of the only proven things we know in this stupid world is that it never ends, right? Once you think you got it. You know, and there's other little slogans well proven with that. How's it go? It's like, the wise man is the one who knows nothing. Like, stop. Like, I didn't write these fucking things, and hey, if anyone hates trivial fortune cookie, bullshit crap like that, it's me. But as you get older, into vampire years, they're sadly true. They're pathetically and sadly true. They're so true. That still doesn't help anyone fucking get it. You know, it's like whenever, nothing's worse than when you get this really old person, they're dying, they walk up to the teenager who thinks 30 is the deathbed, and oh no, I'm hit 30, I'm done. I'm just like, oh, or whatever the fuck they think. And, and you, and they have this like fucking 100-year-old, let's make it dramatic, clinging onto their arm. It goes by so fast. And that's terrible to hear. It really is. Till you know it's true. Till you understand why it's so true. Not that life isn't painfully long for some of us. You know, I think having actually died and came back from the fucking dead, and I'm not fucking joking, was maybe one of the best things that could have happened to me. Even though it might be at the hands of my own mother and grandmother and love of my life all together. Grant my fiance, I'm calling it. He was like my passed away Jewish boyfriend that shot me up. He didn't know I was on Xanax, but you know what? My family did. And they knew I would have a certain reaction when we did what we did. And I, of course, fucking died. For like 10, 15 minutes. This wonderful black man who I never even got to meet. I've never met the person who told everyone else, dude, you got this fucking dead white girl. He probably didn't know who the fuck I was. I was the lady of the house, is what I was. Supposed to be. That's what I was endlessly told, despite other things. But it's sad, because, like, you know, no one else was there, just a total stranger. And the person responsible for resuscitating me was a house guest we had from Oregon. So it was no one that I ever even knew that saved me. I woke up from the dead at the place that I was born, the very hospital, which turned out to be the place my lover actually passed away. Though that would have been the third time, from what I've been told, that event when he eventually succumbed to other people's ruses. So anyway, the point of that is that I'm very familiar with this life. I'm not one to... if you're not very sure, I'm not the person to argue with. But death was. You know what I saw when I died? You want to hear a story? You want to see what Danny saw when she died? Grant, at the moment, I didn't believe in God at all. Well, I did, but I was very mad at him. And of course I would be. My life it's not been very good. I was very mad at God. And me and my Jewish boyfriend who passed away, we shared that, and it was good. So I can't be mad at God about what I saw. I'm not mad at anyone about what I saw, but this is what I saw. So when I died, it was timeless, memoryless blackness. It was nothing but black. It was so black. It was peaceful and black. The only reason I even knew what happened and that it was black and thoughtless and timeless was because as I came out, it was like being pulled up. I've heard people say that before. It's like you just go whoop. And as I was being pulled up, that's when I recognized where I was. And then I came out from the dead. And it felt so good. It felt like I had a vacation. It was peaceful. I felt after the life that I've lived, it actually was quite nice. And it took me a while to how do you say, add the knowledge to what I know, which meant to me, how do you constitute a place of nothingness with actually knowing the spirit world? It was I can't call it a faith pusher. This was spiritually a scientific problem to me. It's like, well, I know what I know here in this world. I'm not going to get into that, but... And then it's like, I remember when I got married, I was so in love with my husband. Mind you, this was like 2010. We got married in 2012. I was engaged 2 years, but my mindset of love at that time was like, all I want in this entirety of everything I already knew. I knew from very long ago the same thing I am speaking about contextually, about spiritual challenges the darkness of knowing what's here in this world. Anyway, so I was like, all I ever want is to just see your face when I'm dead. Guess what? There's not even a memory. There was nothing. There was no face to be seen. There was no soul to be had. There was no memories to cling to miss. And that in itself wasn't scary. What was scary was that it just doesn't add up to what is happening in this realm. I've come to peace with it now. It's, it's either that I didn't believe in God at the moment, and I was put in a void where the spirits cared for me so much that I was actually put in a void. Slowly reckoned that out. There was some spiritual dilemma, perhaps, or maybe that's all there is. Something like that. And either one matters to me, because, we gotta have some fun in this life. I'm not the one making ghosts touch me and all that jazz. Though it be very, very real. It's very real. I mean, once it's happened, and I understand it's unbelievable. And I certainly don't go looking for it. In fact, I'm quite dismissive. I mean, who wants to sit around being touched by ghosts? Nor here nor there, as they say, right? I just wanted to read my little poem. I just want to read my little poem. Hope it helps you. Hope something resonates. Anywho. Ciao.